We are live on MPTV Channel 98 on Signal, Satellite Channel 53, the Pilipinas Live app, and on our Facebook and YouTube pages. San Juan on an 8-game winning streak, while Pasay has won 6 straight games.
Get this ball game right away. They want to be able to control, and that has been actually one of the reasons why they have been getting a lot of wins. In the first quarter, San Juan has been able to start strong each and every time and be able to control throughout the ball.
Alonzo, another great game for him in their last match, wherein he scored 21 points. 20, para kay Mike Malonzo. Could have been another Player of the Game award para sa kanya, but it was given to AC Soberano as Arvin Gamboa scores the second basket of the game for Mike Kiz. Could have hit from the outside. The tap goes to Nico Panganiban. Panganiban backing down the smaller Tabi, gets him in the air, gets fouled, and gets the basket. Nico Panganiban with an opportunity for 12 against Nueva Ecija, 13 against Quezon City, 14 against Batangas, 22 against a former champion in the Davao Occidental Tigers, as a three-pointer is made by Brian Hilario.
Really tough to beat Pasay.
You know, you say that, but pretty soon we're going to have to consider Lawrence Victoria. I think we already have to actually consider Lawrence Victoria of quarter number 1 here, the second game of our Thursday triple header. Panganiban at the corner. Mike Kiz. Simple zone play there para sa San Juan Knights. Panganiban in trouble. He was double teamed on the baseline. Maiquez, catch and fire. Bullseye para kay Dexter Maiquez.
He is now deadly off that middle. Itong si
1 out of 9, only 11%, while San Juan is shooting 60%. Nakawala doon si Warren Bonifacio.
I want to talk about the progress of Warren Bonifacio. He was not the fastest, he was not the strongest, but he adjusted well enough to be one of the best big men. And yes, I will say it as much as that. He is now one of the best big men.
Miranda handling the rock here. Kicks it out. Maiquez puts the ball on the deck. Gets the angle there against Juan Bonifacio.
That's one thing I love about Dexter Maiquez. He plays some Chan is inside. This guy is instant energy para dito sa Pasay and instant physicality.
Well, Dexter Maiquez has been instant offense from the start until now. Bonifacio asking for it, gets it. 5 on the shot clock, the spin. One-legged jumper is all nylon para kay Warren Bonifacio.
And how confident are you to do it against a champion in Reynel Hognatan?
Hognatan, though, answers back right away. That right hand as good as his strong hand. Only 21% by the Pasay Voyagers. Galinato will shoot from the outside and drain it.
Walang hindi gumagana para dito sa San Juan. He is never not ready for the Knights. Instant scorer, instant buckets para dito sa San Juan, and just a very bright.
Hirap pa rin makapuntos ang Pasay Voyagers. That was Orlan Mamar scoring, and he completes the steal here. Behind the back to Galinato. Back-to-back hits on the fast break for the Knights. All of a sudden, this is a 20-point lead.
Here, everything going the side of San Juan. This is a very rare ball game. I'm not used to seeing Pasay struggle because they have been giant slayers here in the league.
To the game para sa San Juan Knights, missing on his first attempt from the outside. Bonifacio knocks it down. 1 out of 2 now from the great beyond it here against Zach Wang. He elects to kick it out, so Brevega spins away from the defense, puts it up, and puts it in.
That is why Pasay is scary. It's the fight they run for them to be able to go back in this ball game. 12 is still big, but they are doing the right decisions here the past few plays.
So Brevega was able to keep it step there with Orlan Mamar, but he makes the kick out to the corner and knocks it down there. Reynel Hognatan.
Side of the pink, but Orlan Mamar makes a play.
Bonifacio, the side of Stabi, who answers back with a three-pointer of his own.
Not really one guy who I expect to shoot a lot of.
Ball tap from behind by Salenga. Reverente on the run. Salenga, sobre Vega ahead. Salenga will take it instead and make it.
And now this is a good run by Pasay.
The tap goes to Coronel, who saves it to Salenga. They now go to Tabi. Leans inside and scores. Cyrus Stabi.
Cyrus Stabi has been huge here in the second quarter. He
makes down here for the Knights. Wamar from downtown. Yes, sir.
Cannot give him that much space. Itong si Orlan Wamar. He's in almost 7 rebounds a ball game. This young kid has a very bright future.
It could have been another player of the game honor para sa kanya in that game against Bataan, but he did win that award against the Davao Occidental Tigers in that 20. Nico now pushing for the Pasay Voyagers. Good transition defense by Nico Panganiban and company. Bonifacio only had Wamar in front of him and he kisses it off the glass with the right hand.
Good two-man game coming from Inigo and Bonifacio.
This halftime score brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the Mpbl.
But just knows how to operate his team.
Exactly. He knows how to get the best out of his squad. And there you go. Axel Inigo finding AJ Coronel on a travel against Dexter Marquez. Bonifacio gets Marquez out of the way. That's a foul against Marquez. Plus the basket coming from Warren Bonifacio. 3 over Taiwan. Having trouble with the rock. Shovels it to Marquez. This time he makes sure that he finishes the 2 points. For Pasay again. Panganiban goes all the way to the cup.
You don't want to give the rhythm to San Juan because this team will continue to
game. Taiwan, the third point guard in the game for the Knights, able to score on his first bucket of the game. Third, mamaya siguro makikita natin yan. Reverente, top of the circle, 3, knocks it down. Doesn't really make a lot of threes, but Miranda all the way. It rolls off. Malonzo in the reverse.
Quick recognition by Mike Malonzo on the miss there, but that's a good, strong
Game coming from Arvin Gamboa. Reverente goes to the right side. Salenga rattles home the 3.
Tough 3 galing dito kay Jasper Salenga, but no other option. Jasper Salenga answers the call.
Lead down to 9. Taiwan. Left-hand floater off the bank is good.
He's showing the English here in this ball game.
Sa pagpuntos dito sa Mpbl. Arvin Gamboa also proving to be a reliable scorer here for the San Juan Knights.
But he already showed potential before being discovered by Mapua. But this guy, I was sad that he was not able to play for UP because he could have been a good future.
His team up by 11 here as we take a look at the 3-point field goal story in this game. 7 out of 26 para sa Pasay. Mike Malonzo skying high for that finish. Reverente gets the steal. Reverente has Bonifacio, drops it off. Bonifacio able to score.
It's a good find galing dito kay Don Reverente. Good recognition on the steal. 2 versus 1. Now, same story for Jasper Salenga.
Salenga trying to fake out Zach Wang. Almost couldn't get the basket, but it rolls back in for the former Mapua Cardinals. Wang now with the basketball. Wang will go strong to the hoop. Leans in, no basket. Miranda puts it back in.
You know, one thing that San Juan does is
goes down to Warren Bonifacio. Gets past Wamar, fakes out Miranda, couldn't get it, gets his own miss, and Bonifacio to beat the third quarter buzzer.
That could have even been a foul on Reyna Lognatan. There was an extension on the left arm.
Jingo Estrada. Soberano looking inside to Hugnatan. Instead, he goes to Wamar, fakes out Axel Inigo, and drains the one-legged jumper.
That 3 is hard, but you know what's harder? It's the fake. That is rare to see. But when we're watching Orlan Momar, you can never expect what we're gonna get.
This guy works as hard as anyone else on his skills, on his shots, as Bonifacio scores inside there para sa Pasay Voyagers. AJ Miranda forcing the issue and getting it to drop. AJ Miranda exhibiting composure on that drive to the basket. Has been able to trim it down, but hasn't been able to tie the game since.
It's one guy that's been quiet, Lawrence Victoria. We've been talking about how big of a star he is para sa Pasay. If he can provide a lot more baskets here in the fourth, then this is still a ball game for Pasay.
Miranda gathers, gives it up. Wang, he was struggling with that push shot in the first half, but here in the second half, it's a different story about today's game compared to what they did against the Bataan Risers. Only 6 out of 17 as Reynel Hugnatan gets inside and gets the deuce plus the contact.
Nathan, the perfect example of that.
78-62, San Juan threatening to blow this game wide open here as we approach the midway point. Set to check in on the next dead ball. Soberano puts the ball on the deck. hisses it off the glass. Difficult make for his first bucket. Ito si AC Sobera. Game with Reynald Hugnatan. The hesitation, the reverse. Nothing but smooth for Orlan Momar.
Natuto siya dun sa reverse layup ni Mar.
Same move. You could tell that these two guys work out with each other a lot. 20 na ang kalamangan. This was matches the biggest lead of the game for the San Juan Knights. Axel Inigo puts the ball on the deck. The bounce pass, Bonifacio with a score.
And that's what he's known for, that drop passes, those assists coming from Axel Inigo.
Possible, but it looks like Coach Marlon Martin now waving the white flag here as he's now put in players deep.
Games.
Edgy Boy Moica, first appearance in this game, and even he gets to join in on the scoring party.
If we...
Di bale, mamaya hingi tayo.
Oh, what a move by Warren Shenes there.
That's his first basket of the game. He's only come in dito sa ating fourth quarter. We now enter the final 2 minutes of this one. Brought to you by GameX. This game, an encounter between two squads in the north, of course.
Showing the league that we are here to battle for that championship, but you still want to be able to grow. Still a lot of things they have to work on. The fouls, right? So they are not yet at the peak of their basketball, itong San Juan Knights, but still a very good sign for San Juan. And one good sign is that Dave Ando has not been able to get a lot of minutes yet going up against taller teams, where he will be able to utilize in that offense, stretching out the floor, and of course defending all the other guys.
And the final score brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the Mpbl. Basta ending, GameX.